Welcome to Mexico City. Mexico, here we come, ladies and gentlemen. And it is the Mexico City and the Mexicos. We welcome you to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit here in Mexico City. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mexico, because we bring you live and exclusive the Tier 2 racing at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit in Mexico City, as my Mexican friend there just told you, the capital city of Mexico, named after Ricardo and Pedro Rodriguez. The circuit got its name shortly after it opened, when Ricardo Rodriguez died in practice for the non-championship 1962 Mexican Grand Prix. It was then, obviously, Ricardo's brother Pedro was also killed behind the wheel 9 years later. 2.67 mile, 17 turn circuit. It's one of the shorter laps in the F1 calendar, taking at a very high average speed, but everything gets a little more technical into the stadium section before rejoining the main straight. A main straight which is up there with the longest on the F1 calendar, of which these modern V6 hybrid turbo F1 cars have managed to reach top speeds in excess of 230 miles an hour. 3 DRS zones mean there's plenty of opportunity to overtake, but with a tight and twisty complex forming the latter half of the lap, it could also open up 2 mistakes, with downforce levels and tyre grip being crucial through that section. Now, if you can master the circuit, you will have the adoring Mexico fans, and they will chant your name as you go through the stadium complex. Here it is, folks. Mexico, the land of long stretches of white sandy beaches, deep underground cenotes, the world's smallest volcano, certain drug cartels that engage in white powder, Chihuahuas, Aztecs, Incas and Mayan ruins, sprawling coastal resorts, inventos, international celebrities, cultural festivals like the Day of the Dead, beer, tequila, and world-class food like burritos, tortillas, fajitas, tacos and enchiladas. We are in Mexico, and it is the home of the Jaguar, but the only big cat today is the Lion King. Mark, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Gavin. What an introduction that was.
There we go. We're into Mexico, the land of the Mexico Banshee. The Mexican Banshee may come out every so often throughout this session. As always, everybody do get involved on the YouTube chat. Lots of comments already into the YouTube chat, and we haven't even started yet. That is the thing. So we will come back onto YouTube comments as we go through. We'll give you the championship permutations as we go through as well. We're just watching the Fox River 8 back to MRC after a period out. Welcome back in the Alpha Tauri for him, as we had a little Ferrari that went a little bit wide there. But good to see the Fox back prowling the MRC streets.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see Jake back.
Definitely.
He left on a high last season after winning, and I think he's gone over the assist restriction thing now.
Yes. Yep. No, indeed he has. We will see what he can do. We've got a few stand-ins tonight, which we'll cover as well over the next 14-15 minutes. Oh, there's a Mercedes just right in front of him. A Mercedes in front of an Alpha Tauri. I'm sure we've seen that just recently. Oh, look, that Mercedes isn't bouncing like a porpoise. Karim Benzema has retired from the session, so something has gone wrong there for Karim Benzema. He has stopped, and he has lost it just coming out of the S's. Let's just have a look at Martin, because Martin will see him. We will see that Alfa Romeo. There he is. There he's lost a wheel. So interesting for him, although he will not be a happy bunny.
3 wheels on that.
He was on the Alfa Romeo, as the Burrito, exactly. That is exactly it. Fanning goes quickest, 116.8. Hosman is there, 117.1. Electric Envy, 117.8. And Jacob, 118.1. Mark is in the pits. Adagashi in the French car is currently just on his fast lap. We'll take him to the end as he goes through that stadium section, rides the curb quite nicely. We will do a lap of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit shortly, but let's see what Adagashi does. 7th. Oh, and Central Flyaway's gone as well through the S's. Well, it's calamity already. Cars losing it through the S's. I did say that it is crucial in the latter half of the lap to have downforce and tyre grip. And we have seen 2 drivers fail at the first hurdle.
Sam Miles just got his first lap in, a 1:19.4.
Yes, Scott goes fourth, 1:17.4. So a nice banker lap there from Scott. Here's Nico lap. Bergen T2 debut. Yes, he's reserving tonight, up into fourth at the moment. He's just displaced. Scott.
Should be tier 2.
Yes, exactly. Tier 3 leader at the moment, I think. You're closely hounding him though, and Adagashi's also retired. And Adagashi's lost NESs as well. What is going on?
None of them are carrying enough wing, apparently.
Well, they've got problems if they're not carrying enough ring, because they are going to have major problems in the race. So we shall see. There we go. We'll give some comments shortly. Wimax in the pits. Dumbest Hornet is out on his first lap. He's out on the mediums at the moment. Talking of the mediums, everyone on the softs though. Scratch and Central Flyway were on mediums when they crashed out. So be interesting to see what Dumbest Hornet can do. There's a man just made a comment just now saying "Let's go Bergen." No idea what that's about. This isn't a Bergen fan club. Come on!
Oh, you mean the same one that put Gavaspin in the Lion King?
Yes, him.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
No, we don't talk about that one. I mean, if we want more Mexican Banshee, then keep going. And Mexican Banshee will come out. Even to be fair, like, watching Dumbest Hornet going through the S's there, even that kind of car looked a little bit worried. And I genuinely do worry for later in the race, because we know what grip is like here, and tyre wear and everything isn't as bad. But I do worry for some drivers going through there in the race that, especially with heavy fuel loads, they may well struggle.
Let's see what he can do.
1:18.1. It's not a bad lap time from him.
Not for a medium, it's not.
Nope. We are on board with Mark, though. Here he goes, the man in the Mercedes. We will run with him on a lap of the Mexican Grand Prix, and here he comes into the crowd. They are looking for him. He's just slowing down slightly, clearly wishing that we weren't on board with him. But here he is, getting ready to go. Comes round that final curve that used to be really banked, and already the rear end kind of stepping out there, puts the throttle down, the engine screaming as he comes across the line now. DRS fully open as he comes down this long straight. As he comes into turn 1, it's going to be hard on the brakes here for this 90-degree right, and then this very short burst of acceleration into the left, not quite as sharp as turn 1, but it's then followed by the right, now coming all the way down the back straight, ultimately. And the second DRS, so now coming back into the 90-degree corners of 4 and 5. Let's see what he can do. Does he keep it nice and tidy? He does indeed. Short burst down into the tight double right-hander. Clip the inside curb nicely, which he does through turns 6. Now we've got the infamous 7, 8 and 9 section. Brake here, but then quickly back on the power again. Try not to lose the grip. Don't run too wide here. Make sure that the front is there with you to turn it. It does it nicely. Then comes on to the third DRS zone, as we're now coming down into the stadium section. There we go. Now into the hairpin. Nice and tight you want to be. Don't get too much curb. Then there you go. Nicely done. Does he ride the curb on the exit? Not as much as some drivers. Then comes down into 16. Coming on to the infamous swooping Peritalda as he now comes across the line and goes into pole position. Does our Mark. Sounded a bit like Cilla Black there. Does our Mark.
Oh, you definitely did.
There we go.
Just been on board with Red Car Rambo's done a 17.5.
Ah, there we go, Ryan. Quickest, the Fox River has just blown Mark away by 31 thousandths of a second. So Mark's victor or provisional pole position lap lasted many seconds. But a good lap there from Mark, an even better lap from the Fox River. And you look at how close Fanning and Nico Lack are as well. It just shows you the pace that is there.
Bossman's about to come over the line.
He is. He's 6th at the moment. We'll just jump on board with Morgan, or we'll Walch Morgan. We'll Walch. Oh, Walsh Morgan? Is he waltzing? We've got a yellow in Sector 2. That could be quite common, looking at some of the failures of drivers and crashing that we've seen.
Haas that was off.
Oh, a Haas spinning. There's a surprise.
Must have been Bergen on his outlap. I think he's getting out of people's way.
There we go. Bergen taking heed from his favourite driver, Nikita Oh no, wait a minute, he's not in F1 anymore. Oh well.
We can't talk about him.
No, we can't talk about him at all. K-Mag, we can talk about Kevin Magnussen. He also likes a little spin every now and again, but let's see what Morgan can do. A man who doesn't like to have a spin. He is in the Alfa Romeo. Is he the MRC equivalent of Valtteri Bottas in that Alfa Romeo, or anyone else? Let's see what he can do as he comes into that stadium section, though. Slightly confused.
I'll stay on board with Bergen and see if he can improve.
Yep. Oh, indeed. 7 minutes to go, folks, here in the qualifying for Tier 2 Mexican Grand Prix. The Morgan takes slightly more than Mark did, doesn't he? Clip the outside of 16, comes through 17. What's he going to be able to do as he comes across the line? And he goes into 5th. So a good lap there from Morgan.
Just knocking on the door with the 116s there.
Yes. Tell you what, the two Hasses are closely aligned, 8th and 9th. But Nico Lack has just blown Fox River away even more to go into provisional pole. So the gauntlet has been thrown because Nico Lack is in the pole position spot as it stands. Fanning is coming out to get his Red Bull ready. Ryan there. Is Ryan on a slowdown lap?
I reckon he might be.
Will be.
Bergen's not improving, he's nearly 5 seconds off. He's taking an extra warm-up lap.
Possibly. We will, let's see what he can do. He's on the medium tyre that he's put on, so he did set his first time on the softs, I believe. He's now trying to go quicker on the medium. We will see if that pays dividends as he now comes across the line, starts his fast lap on the mediums, looking to go for a slightly different strategy. The Fox River is also looking at putting some mediums on. He is in the pits at the moment. Scott is in the mediums on his outlap, and Jacob is also on those mediums. Let's see what Bergen can do at the end of Sector 1 as he comes through that opening complex of 1, 2, 3. Nicely done there, though. Just kind of keeping it going at the moment. DRS Open. Dumbest Hornet goes quickest. Yeah, exactly. And Bergen's 71 1,000ths of a second down from his best lap time. Look at that. 13 thousandths of a second between Dumbest Hornet and Nico Lack. That is how close it is this evening, folks. And we shall see. Let's see what Bergen can continue to do. There's lots of YouTube comments coming up, and we will get to them just shortly. I see loads of them and want to talk about them straight away, but no, we're focusing on this. He's a quarter of a second down as Bergen, so possibly unlikely he's going to be able to gain that time back up in the final sector. Very much a one-stop strategy though, Mark, here. Two-stopper if there's a safety car, yes, but one-stopper is going to be the way to go if there's no safety car.
Yeah, it's a tight one because speed-wise, the two-stopper is supposed to be quicker, but you need to really maximise it.
You do indeed, and you need to make sure that when you come out of the pits, you are not being held up by traffic. Loppy goes across the line into 6, so a good lap time from him. Who else is on a fast lap? Scott's on, he's on sort of half a second. Oh, he's run wide there coming through the S's. A wee bit of snatch of oversteer by the looks of things.
He's about 4 tenths up after the first sector.
Wow, so Loppy's got some more pace and he's done 2 laps already on those soft compound tyres. Here's Womack's in the Benetton Renault.
No, he's down actually, but he's running out of ERS anyway.
Yep. Interestingly, the Benetton B196 was in the in a YouTube video, I think it was race.com, one of the top 10 worst cars ever. And funnily enough, Ross Braun said actually it would have been a championship winner or potentially a race winner had the drivers of the team not, or the drivers not been poor, and the team not had awful reliability. So there it is, folks. This is a Benetton, essentially. Let's see what Womax can do. Absolutely useless information I just gave there, Mark, but hey ho, we'll go with it.
It works.
It does, exactly. DRS open for the third part of the lap. Let's see what he can do. Wearing a red helmet with green and white. I like the green and white reference, Max. That is acceptable to me. Let's see what he can do, though. There's a yellow flashing in front of him. Let's see. Oh, he's going to run wide. He has to watch not. He's invalidated right at the end. And
if he's quick enough, can he get a set of tyres on and get straight back out?
He's got to. Nico Lack is ramping up. We will jump on board with him as we go and we watch him. Going to be interesting to see what can happen here. And he builds up. Nicely done in that Aston Martin. Very interesting listening to Otmar Safnow, the new Alpine team principal, speaking to Sky F1 during the testing at Bahrain, talking potentially about the reason why he left Aston Martin, the micromanaging that apparently is going on within the team. Much more suited to the French Alpine and the baguette lovers. But here is Nico Lack coming down that main straight. 0.03 of a second up already. That brings the deficit to Thomas Hornet down to 1/1000 of a second. He needs to keep that going. Let's see what he can do. Nicely done there. Car nicely turning in, which is always good. Need a good front end round here, especially coming through this tight and twisty section, but the downforce as well. Rides the curbs quite nicely. Doesn't go too greedy on it. Does he go? No, he has gone greedy now. Oh, he's overdone it.
It's easily done there. You can cut a lot, but if you get too greedy, it just has you.
Yep, exactly. And he does have time, though, to go for another lap. Mark is on his quick lap as well. We're just jumped on board with the black Mercedes.
We'll be jumped on board with him as well.
We'll be back to silver for the 2022 version. So let's see what he can do. Is he quickest? No, he's a tenth, about near enough 2 tenths down at the moment. He's not going to be a happy bunny about that. Fanning is just coming onto his quick lap as well, so we'll see what he can do. Tell you one thing, it's going to be a great start to the race. This long run down to turn one, plenty of slipstreams. Maybe pole position and second on the grid is not the one you want to be on, to be fair.
I think third's better here, get the slipstream all the way down.
Yep. Oh, Fanning's compromised himself really badly in corners 2 and 3. That's going to really hurt him. And on a lap like this, he's lost... he's only lost a tenth and a bit already. Stuvine's correct. Penalties will play a massive part here, especially if you have a safety car. Remember, we've lost 3 people already to the S's.
Mark finishes the lap just under a tenth down.
That's a good lap from him. Hoseman's about a tenth of a second up at the moment on his best lap time, but kind of clipped the sausage curb on the inside of turns 4 and 5 there. That will have compromised him. Let's see what he can do as he comes through the S's. 10 seconds of the lap remaining, and he has invalidated, does Hoseman. Here's Martin. What can he do? Coming down to the end of Sector 1, he is quickest by over a quarter of a second, and that would bump him up into possibly 7th place. Let's see what he can do. Nico Lack, Loppy and Seb Mail have all finished their laps. At the moment, Fanning has decided to bail on his. Morgan goes quickest, 1:16.2! Where did that come from?
I don't know, but it's the corker of the time.
It is on 2-lap-old soft compound tyres as well. Let's see what Martin...
feel that beginning of the race.
Martin is 8 tenths up. Wow, this could really put the Mexican cat amongst the Mexican chihuahuas. Let's see what he can do as he comes into 16 and then the turn 17 Nigel Mansell curve. Let's see what Martin can do as he goes across the line into provisional pole. 1:16.0. The times are a-tumbling here. Jacob is currently in 5th in that other McLaren. The Fox River is in 6th. Mark is in 7th. Is Mark? No, Mark's slower. I think that is our grid. Bergen is there into 5th as well. So good lap from him. Here we go. There we have it, I think you're right, that is us. We have Martin Hills in the McLaren at the top of the leader charts on pole position in the McLaren. You've got Morgan second in the Alfa Romeo. Well done there on two-lap old. Martin did his on two-lap old. Maybe there is the thing. Maybe the tyres are coming back on the second lap. Tier 1, 3 and 4 take note. Dumbest Hornet and Nico Lacko third and fourth. Bergen in fifth. Sixth is Jacob in the McLaren. The Fox River and Mark are on row 4. Fanning in Electric Envy row 5. Loppy and Scott. Hoseman in red car. Rambo red car a second down. Womax 15th. 7 mil 16th. Adagashi did set a lap and then spun out a 17th. CBG Sambal 18th. And Karim Benzema in Central Flyaway flew into the barriers in the S's section, and 19th and 20th. There we have it, folks. Whilst we're just waiting, let's just run round safety car chat. So Vans is watching us from Sri Lanka. Welcome from Sri Lanka. We come to you from Mexico City. So there we go. Carl, I'm not even going to I'm going to have a spin in the Lion King. Evie Lover, he's got a donkey on there. There we go, folks. There's the qualifying results. I've read them out to you already. But there we have it. Martin on pole position. Everyone in the top 10 on softs. And the bottom 10 will choose their tyres. What car is Fanning in? He is in a Red Bull, is what he is in.
As always, this is his tier.
It's exactly Red Bull. There you go. Let's see what else we've got. Gibbons there. Stu, I'm watching the lap times here, and T1 on the start might be dramas. Yep, exactly. There we are. Frank's working on his lovely Irish red tan. There we go, Chris Bailey. Let's see, some YouTube gamer. Demi Dads. There we go. He's just left hospital watching Bergen drive my car from the train. Hope the train is on time. We will see. Pokemon Go. There's a Disney reference. Chris Bailey, why is there a Disney reference?
The Disney reference is what Evie Lover put. We don't talk about Bruno. It's from Encanto.
No idea what that is. I'll try and put some Disney references into the next race, don't you worry. Elite NL Dave, can I join this league? Yes, go to the YouTube channel and the link to the Discord is there. He is from Holland, I believe. Either that or he's very fond of the Dutch. So there we go. Yeah, we're up to date with the YouTube chat. I think we're going to get some safety car chat today. And I have got some good safety car chat today, Mark.
If turn one's anything like practice well last night, we're definitely getting safety car chat.
Yes, that's what we want. We want safety car chat. Let's look at tyres. The bottom 10 make some bold strategies. CBG Zampal has decided to follow Mark's premise of go for it hard or don't go at all. He has gone for the hard compound tyres. The mediums, interesting that only 4 drivers have gone in the mediums. Scott in 12th, Adagashi in 17th, Karim Benzema in 19th, and Central Flyaway in 20th. The rest of the bottom 10, Loppy, Hoseman, Ryan, Womax, Seb Mail, are all on the soft. So that's some bold tyre choices, mostly by CBG Sambal. Maybe he's not thinking of safety cars.
I'm not fancying the hards round here.
Nah, I mean, if there's a circuit you want to go hard at and bring white stuff to the table, which is obviously what the white hard tyres are, white, it's not Mexico. A bit like Colombia.
No, we don't want no white stuff around here.
No, that's sugar apparently. That's what it is. Sugar. Flour.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. Elite. Yes, exactly. I'll get myself into more trouble than I already am with the Mexicans. Elite goes, oh, there. I also sent in a message at one of the streams. Well, send one. Go onto the Discord. Send it to us. Stuvine likes hards. He doesn't mind the hards. We'll see if he does. Martin is lining himself up to the grid. We will no doubt have a calm and collected lights out, and we are underway. Unlikely. There is the predicted pit stop strategy. Probably a couple of stops. That looks like it will be. We shall see, though. let's just get rid of all the on-screen graphics and get ready for the race. Nice look at the grid there. We've got a nice camera angle. Race director has done us proud this evening. We can see it. There is a Ferrari just rolling up the back there. The green flags are waving just below us. The track goes green. And suddenly the P0 turns to Aramco, turns to Rolex, because the light is now underway. The light sequence comes, and we are underway here in Mexico. And it's a good start from Martin. Everyone looks to have got away, but it's a great start from Dumas Hornet, who's already looking to be 3 abreast as they come down the start. Straight all the way down into turn 1. The question is, who's going to get there first? Martin looks like he's got it. Dumas Hornet, is he going to be able to take second from Morgan? Morgan forces him out slightly. Nicely done and fair, though. Everyone's got through turn 1 without any incident, which is always good. I think, did we have someone in the back? Oh, we got a little bit of a collision there between Electric Envy and the Fox River 8, but everyone looks to have got round. A couple of people have fallen down the field, but everyone's got round, Mark.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a repeat of last season's Mexico when the Red Bull started going down the left-hand side.
Yeah, Bergen had a little hop over the sausage curbs. He decided to mount them, and that has lost him a place to Electric Envy. Martin still stays out in front. Morgan is there as well. Let's just have a look at the intervals. 0.3 of a second already there. The slipstream powerful here in Mexico. Scott has passed Jacob. Jacob has fallen down to 14th. We do have a yellow in Sector 2, and that is Ryan and Redcar. Or Ryan and Redcar. They are the same man with Central Flyaway. But Martin leads at the end pretty much of lap 1, a second almost already. He is stretching it there down to 92% ERS. Morgan 95. But look behind Morgan, it is literally just car.
Yeah. It's going to be a big DRS train around here.
It is. Oh, completely. Womack's pits, so he's had a moment. Dumas Hornet not necessarily gaining too much on this. He has gained slightly. But there is Martin. Everybody else looks to have got through it. The two Hasses there running 4th and 5th. Not necessarily any major changes at the moment to speak of. We've got about 4 people in the pits. Jacob, Central Flyaway, Redcar and Womack. So there's certainly been moments. Jacob's gone hards as well in the McLaren Love Machine. Ryan and Central Flyaway on the mediums. Central Flyaway was on the mediums though, I believe, anyway, so we will check it out. Electric Envy's had a moment coming through the second chicane complex and has dropped from 4th to 6th. He's been overtaken by his Haas teammate and by the Fox. Oh, and Lopez, I tell you what, Electric Envy's really kind of all over the place in the S's because he's lost another 2 positions. I wonder if he's got some wing damage potentially. We'll see. And he's run really deep there before the stadium section, so possibly some front wing damage. We will keep an eye on that. Mark up into 9th though. We've got a yellow in Sector 3 and it has cleared pretty quickly. There we go. Morgan now quickest, and DRS is now enabled.
Yep, Electric Envy's bailing for the pit lane.
Yep. Morgan staying out of the slipstream of Martin, probably more tactical than anything else, to be fair, because DRS, you don't really want to have the DRS come or be at the mercy of those who have got the DRS.
And it's a new front wing as expected.
So he has had a moment, which is unfortunate for Electric Envy. Led the championship in the early days, folks, and those that watch Tier 2 frequently will hear me reference that numerous occasions. He's not had the greatest of a number of races, so Martin is in the lead of that championship at the moment, but Williams are in the lead of the constructors as it stands. Tell you what, Dumbest Hornet and Bergen are really just keeping tabs with Morgan at the moment. The Fox River's not too far behind either.
I think this is going to be a big DRS train down the main straight.
Yeah, I think it is going to be. Let's jump on board and look from the rear wing of that Alfa Romeo. And you can just see the Red Bull. You can almost see Dumbest Hornet's eyes through that helmet. And here he goes. Will Morgan get DRS? He will do, because he's within 0.4 of a second of Martin. Martin won't get DRS, remember, so let's just look back from the rear wing, because here comes Morgan, who's gaining. Martin's going for the inside line, and it's going to be 3 abreast. It's the Hakkinen Zonta Schumacher affair, and Martin goes in slightly. Oh, a little bit of contact there between him and Morgan. Dumbest Hornet's going to take second, though. It was Zonta, McLaren, VAR. Ferrari, Schumacher all the way in central. Flyaway is retired at the S's. Are we going to have a safety car? We do! We have our first safety car, and that is as expected. You cannot have an accident through the S's and not bring out the safety car. There we have it, folks. What an interesting start. Dumbest Hornet there. Take it. I mean, going back to it, Martin was defending, went to the inside, Morgan went to the outside going into turn one. Dumbest Hornet went up the inside. Maybe a little bit of wheel banging between Morgan and Martin, but ultimately that kind of offset Morgan coming through turn two and into three. So good start for the race.
Yeah, Martin don't want to give up that first position, does he?
No, he does not indeed. Let's think about some of our safety car chat. Do you know what? Right. Safety car chat is over just now, folks. We will come back to that. So this is a very interesting approach. Now, they're going on to the medium, so definite two-stop strategy there. Lots of people now deciding to pit. Some people deciding to stay out. Morgan, Loppy, Hosman, Mark, Fanning, all deciding to stay out there. Scott, Scratch, Charisma, and Aragashi all staying out. Sambal has to stay out. There's no point in pitting on four-lap-old hards. Useless. But Dumbest Hornet has jumped Martin in the pit stops. So did Martin maybe have a wing change that we weren't aware of?
No, I was watching.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a penalty as well.
He got a 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty.
Oh, right. So he won't be a happy bunny about that at all. But it's going to be interesting now on the restart. But we will come back to that. We'll see if anybody else does pit. That is going to be the interesting part.
You know what that boils down to? Red Bull's super fast pit stops.
Well, that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Yeah, exactly. And it's just unfortunate that the McLaren couldn't do the same. The official name of Mexico is actually not Mexico. So when we say Mexico and Mexico City, it actually isn't that. The official name of Mexico is the Estados Unidades Mexico, which translates as the United Mexican States. And that is its official name, the United Mexican States. So next time you're thinking of your Corona, that's beer, not the virus, the Corona. It comes from the Estados Unidades Mexico. So there we go, Unidades.
We learn something new by watching MRC.
Wait, we do. MRC is a feast of history and geography and sport, along with some other after 9 PM watershed moments.
Looks like we've got at least another lap of safety car.
We do indeed. We have even more safety cars, so it's always good. And this is the other interesting thing about Mexico. Everybody thinks that actually it is quite a small country. It's not. It is the world's 13th largest country. 2 million square kilometres. 2 million. It is not just a small country. But they do have the biggest Ministry of Defence known to man. Now, I have seen the Mexican Ministry of Defence, personally, because in my little walk around in Mexico City, I don't quite know why I go quite high-pitched there. Mexico City! Whee! I've lost the plot. But yes, the Ministry of Defence is well known, and has no affiliation with any form of Austrian branding. May come back to that. So yeah.
I'd be careful if the Ministry of Defence is that big.
Well, Ministry of Defence is ready. Safety car is coming in this lap. What I will tell you is that in Mexico they know how to party, and we will tell you more about the partying aspects of the Mexicans shortly, which includes their infamous support of certain activities. But here goes Morgan. He becomes de facto safety car. Remember, DRS is not activated again until 2 laps after the safety car goes in. When is he going to go? and he's going now, so he's basically gone halfway through, just coming into 17. And I'll tell you what, Hosman has dropped Mark altogether, but Loppy is going. He's got the he's not got the DRS, so he's going to have his ERS. He's using it, he's gaining on that slipstream. Morgan's going to have a pretty good run. Is he going to be able to get past him? Is Loppy going to go around the outside? There's the Alpha Tower, he's squeezing him slightly. Oh, he's going to have a little bit of contact. Oh, Hosman could go for it as well. He's going to go up the inside of Loppy. Well done there, avoided anything. CBG Sandbars had a moment and fallen down the field, and Hosman and Loppy there, side by side. Is Loppy going to go from second to third in a few corners? Still going for it, we can see it here, still going. Hosman bails out of that, maybe thinks better.
Them two are friends anyway, so I don't think he's going to want to put his friend in a wall.
Nope. All rivalries are put to the case. One of the Ferraris just ran a little bit deep there, but that is Scott up to 6th at the moment. Kareem Benzema in 7th there. And then we've got Adagashi, we've got Dumbest Hornet. Martin, second to the pit stoppers, is there as well. Dumbest Hornet is his first. Dumbest Hornet making a move up. Adagashi's inside. Sounds wrong. And there we go. Has he got it yet? No, Adagashi still retains it there. Red car has got a 3-second penalty, and that's compromised Hornet because Adagashi took... Oh, and Adagashi really wide, almost rubbing himself up against the barrier there. Right, Martin is hunting down Hornet, who's hunting down Adagashi. Let's see what he can do.
When DRS kicks in.
Yep, I would agree with that. Let's just have a look at the leader position. So at the moment, Dumbest Hornet, first of the pit stoppers, is 5.4 seconds behind. Although, is he going to be able to make a move up Adagashi? He has done already. We can see the Alpine there, just losing a bit more straight line speed than the Red Bull, also having probably more grip on those fresher medium compound tyres, although Adagashi's have only done 6-7 laps compared to... Oh, and the Hornet runs wide and deep coming out of 6th there. Tell you what, sorry Mark, go ahead.
We've got another lap, I think, before DRS kicks in.
Yep, it will be. Hornet gets
activated at the start finish, but it won't be on that straight.
Yep. Martin's having to really battle Nico Lack behind him. Nico Lack's all over him now. Loppy and Morgan are having a little bit of a moment there. We've got a yellow, we've got a Alpine, and I think that is Seb Mail. Tell you what, Bergen's at a moment because he's down in 19th at the moment, so we'll keep it there. DRS now enabled now, so 2 laps already. Flown by already. Here we go. Let's just keep an eye from the rear end of the Alfa Romeo. Loppy not as close this time. He's gaining, but he's not as close, and Morgan will be able to keep him at bay. Maybe runs a little bit deeper there into 1, then into 2. Nicely done.
Into DRS on next straight though.
He won't, because the detection zone is just at the exit of the stadium for the first 2 DRS lines, or zones, sorry, so he won't, but I think that's possibly... Morgan needs to focus on really getting a good exit through the essays and trying to break the 1 second, but then it's a long straight, but he could survive. Tell you one thing, Mark's just sitting there quite nicely in that Mercedes, just watching what's going on in front of him, thinking, if something happens here, I could take full advantage.
Yep, just sit back, wait for the action to
unfold. And here it goes! Oh, Loppy's trying to go up the inside there as we came into the stadium complex, but didn't quite manage it. Morgan's staunch defence.
Let's see what he can do down the main straight though.
Yep, that is the thing. Although he's going...
Husband's closing in on Loppy already.
Yes, Fanning's got a 5-second penalty. Electric Envy is retired. He has retired. Oh, it is. Although, to be fair, and it's not unusual because of where that car is, he says. There he is. I mean, he's right. Literally, he's lost 3 wheels on the Haas. So, there we have it, folks. 2 safety cars in the opening 9 laps, but all valid safety cars, which is the point.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to nip off for a minute, so I'll leave you.
That's alright. Well, the safety car chat for this part of the safety car is another first for the Mexico family. The world's largest beer exporter is Mexico. The country is famous for its Corona and its Sol beers. They are obviously a big hit worldwide. But did you know there are many other brands of refreshing Mexican beer? They include Pacifico, Indio, Tecate, Victoria, Bohemia, to name a few. They're the world's largest beer exporter. Another thing which everyone loves about the Mexicans is they bring beer. However, the other Mexican fact which we can bring you is beer. And what goes nicely with beer? I'll tell you what goes nicely with beer. A pit stop, because Morgan is in, Loppy is in, Hosman is in, Mark is in. The ones that hadn't pitted the first time are now pitting, bar from no one. So Dumbest Hornet takes the lead at the moment. So there we go. It is all now starting to fall into play. Woomax is on the hards. Jacob's on the hards. Morgan goes back out on the softs. So a really big, interesting switch of strategies here. Morgan on the softs. Loppy back on the softs. Hosman on the softs. Mark and Scott go onto the mediums. Aragashi on the softs. Karim Benzema on the softs. Ryan is on the softs and is pitting again. And Sambal has done 10 laps on a set of hards, has got 5-second penalty, and has put the softs on. But there is the difference in strategy. Morgan, who was leading the race, has pitted on the softs, Fanning on the mediums, Loppy and Hosman on the softs. So they are looking to at least get another 10 laps out of the soft compound tyres and then go to the end on a set of the medium tyres. So we will keep an eye on that. But what goes well with beer apart from pit stops is that, did you know the world's, the smallest known dog breed, the Chihuahua, is originating from the Mexican state of, you got it, Chihuahua. Who would have thought it? Name a dog after where it was originated from. It's like calling Aberdeen Angus beef Aberdeen, because, well, technically it was. There you go. See? Aberdeen Angus cows and Chihuahuas. There you have it, folks. MRC. You could get an education out of MRC. We could open up a university. University of MRC, where you'll come and learn absolutely everything, and at the same time learn nothing about anything.
So tell me, how do cows and chihuahuas have relevance to each other?
Because one is big and one is small, and the opposites attract. It's a bit like, if I had to compare it, it's a bit like a Kilmarnock pie, right? You only can get a good Kilmarnock pie in Kilmarnock. Now, for those who don't live in Scotland or Britain and don't know where Kilmarnock is a town somewhere in near Glasgow. It's not the best town, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But they have a thing called the Killie Pie. And if you're from Kilmarnock or you're a supporter of Kilmarnock FC, they are known as Killie. So there you have it, folks. It is there. So Kilmarnock pies come from Kilmarnock. Aberdeen Angus cattle come from Aberdeen. The Chihuahuas come from the Mexican state of Chihuahua. It's like champagne. You only are allowed to call champagne that has come from Champagne. Or like Gruyere cheese. I could keep going, to be honest. I'm not quite sure where it might lead me, though. That's the slide.
Sambal catch up.
Rob says, is the Killie Pie deep fried? No, the Killie Pie is not deep fried. Well, it's a pie, actually. Wait a minute here. It is a pie. Brownings the Bakers, here it is. It is on Wikipedia. The safety car's in this lap, so I'm going to have to tell you very quickly. A Killie Pie is a steak and gravy pie initially created for Kilmarnock Football Club and sold at their stadium Rugby Park. It has nothing to do with rugby, full-blown whatsoever. But it is sold in Aldi, Spar and select Scotland stores in Scotland. So if you are in Scotland... Oh, Thomas Horner's gone round to the store! It wasn't even live racing and he's gone round, he's lost it! And he's falling down the order! The Screech of the Banshee has arrived in Mexico!
Oh,
wow!
That is not really what he wanted.
No! Literally, just went on board with him and boom, round he went. Oh, that's awful news for Dumas Hornet. Martin will be delighted.
Adagash is in the pit for a new front wing.
Oh, Adagash is not happy at all. Nicolak third, Fox River fourth, Jacob up to fifth. Two McLarens, first and fourth, good so far from them. Womax in fifth, Morgan is in sixth. Morgan has to clear the two hard compound tyres in front of him this lap or at the very start. He's just got Womax, there we go. 0.1 for Morgan. He knows what his challenge is. He needs to just go and blitz it for the next few corners. He needs to catch Jacob and get past them. Mark in 10th at the moment on those mediums will be looking to keep in with the Hoseman and Loppy. Fanning there was trying to maybe make a bit of a move there on Womax. Again, he's going to have to do it. Womax and Jacob are going to be probably a bit of sitting ducks at the start till those hard compound tyres get back up. I think Morgan's
going to make his move now.
Yeah, he is indeed. I think he's going to have him. And here we go, coming down that long straight.
He ain't got a straight line speed.
Oh, neither he does. Jacob keeping there. Morgan just has to almost keep it nice and tidy. Jacob runs wide and turns one. Morgan kind of keeps it clean there. Does he get the better run out as they come down the sort of, not the back straight, so to speak, but the second straight? Again, he just doesn't have that DRS speed to... Oh, he's going to make a move up the inside! Jacob's kind of seen him! Is Jacob going to protect it up the inside as they come down through 4 and 5? There we go! Oh, he's done it! Morgan makes a superb move there! Oh, that was a gamble. And Jacob did see it coming, to give him due, but he fought that.
I wonder if Morgan's running high wings because he seems to be really slow on the straights.
Yeah, well, let's see what he can do as he's coming through the Essie. So he was 1.4 seconds behind. He's now 1.2 behind the Fox River. 1.1 now. So he is beginning, but again, soft compound tyres versus 2 lap soft compound tyres versus 8 lap old mediums. That is where the difference is coming from. So we will see DRS will become enabled at the end of this lap. Adagash is out on his own.
Well, high wings would enable you to be faster through that section anyway.
Yeah. Nope, definitely. Let's just jump back to... there we go. Loppy has passed Womax. So Womax is faltering slightly. Is Fanning going to be able to make a move on Jacob? No, he doesn't. Again, Jacob must be running quite a skinny car.
I think Fanning's running high wings like he normally does.
Yeah. Mark has been passed by Kareem. Yeah, well, I think you do. There we go. Fanning going up the inside, coming into turns 4 and 5, and he does indeed. Kareem Benzema has passed Mark. And Nico Lack and the Fox River are having a little battle, and that is allowing Morgan to come right up there, and the Fox River moves up into second. Nico Lack ran really wide, though, coming through turn 6 there. Morgan has passed him already, has to watch not to potentially get clipped by the Aston Martin, but Nico Lack is all over the shop. Is he had damage? Or has he just been really unfortunate? I'll keep an eye out.
That section, if you pick a wrong line, you're just off.
Yep, you're just gone.
It just keeps pulling you, you have to get the right line through there.
We do indeed.
Does he drive for pit lane? No,
nope, doesn't. Martin 2 seconds ahead of the Fox River now, so that battle has really cost the Fox River. Morgan 0.8 of a second behind. Doesn't have DRS though, I don't think. No, he doesn't. So it is just a battle of speed. Looking behind, Fanning is trying to go up the inside of Nico Lack. And is Fanning going to make a move? Is he going to make it stick? Oh, no, he doesn't. Not right now, he doesn't. Mandy, I was exactly about to ask that question. Why do we tell actors? Oh, God. That's one of my kind of jokes. We'll come back to that in a second. Look at the three-way that's coming into turns 4 and 5. Oh, there's a little bit of contact with the Aston Martin. Jacob had to get out of the way there. Mark almost didn't know what he was doing as he was coming in there. One of the Williams Alpha Tauris. We've got an Alfa Romeo. We've got everybody all over the place. It's chaos. Wow. I wasn't expecting 3 abreast coming out of 4 and 5.
No, that's not the usual place for 3.
No, not at all. Womax is 10th at the moment. Dumbest Hornet gets 3 seconds. I think many people getting 3-second penalties at the moment. Mark is there in 11th, just trying to keep himself tidy and out of trouble. Womax in front of him on those hard compound tires. Morgan, the fastest man on the track at the moment. He is gaining on the Fox River. Let's just jump on board with him. He's easily going to have him. There we go. That wasn't a battle that the Fox could win there.
Was it me, or did Fox close his DRS early?
The Fox didn't have DRS, so it would have been Morgan. I would have thought would have had DRS, because the Fox definitely didn't.
Looked from a distance like his wing were open and then
does it?
shut. Might have been a glitch.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Hosman is past Karim Benzema. He's trying to go up the inside into 4 and 5. Anagashi, fastest lap at the moment in the French Benetton team. And Loppy, Scott, Mark ran slightly deep there, coming out of 5 as well. And that has lost a position to Bergen there. And Red Car's trying to go around the inside of 6 and 7. Doesn't quite manage it.
Let's have a look what this joke was on YouTube then, because I can hear laughing in the other room.
It's one of those jokes I'm not quite sure. I'll let you cover it, because I'm still going on about the Killy Pie.
Matthew, that is such a shameful joke. Why do we tell an actor to break a leg? Because every play has a cast.
Oh, wait a minute. In Mexico, they have little those things that signify silence. Tumbleweed, that's them. That's exactly what's happening right now. Although, to be fair, the tumbleweed's never going to happen with me. Why have we got a yellow flag in Sector 1? Everyone looked like they stopped. Scott's had a moment.
He was having a bit of a battle with Bergen, and then he seemed to spin round.
Mark's dropped down to Mark's dropped down to 13th as well. So possibly that little battle there. Hornet is now into 12th. Tell you what, Morgan is catching our championship leader at the moment. 50% of this race is done. I've no idea. It doesn't certainly feel like 50%. 1956, folks. 56 minutes past 7 in the UK. You are watching us. Look how much that Morgan has closed as well. Yes, Day of the Dead. I will come back to Day of the Dead. Either in Tier 2 or Tier 1. Let's see though. Is our championship leader at the moment about to lose track position? Holzman goes quickest. I don't think so. I think Morgan was too far behind, but Morgan got within 0.4 of a second as they came into the kind of towards the end of the stadium complex. So Martin managed to pull out nicely there. He did hump across that sausage curve there. Hump across is probably the wrong word to use, but anyway. The top.
When we're talking sausage.
Well, exactly, humping the sausages. Martin, Morgan, and the Fox River are all in the top 3. Further 4 seconds back. Hosman's just went up with Fanning. Yeah, and Fanning's battling him again, and and Karim Benzema's managed to sort of nick through there as well. Fanning's going to be eager to keep that position, but mediums against softs. There was only going to be one winner.
Yeah, them softs will start to go off soon.
They will indeed. Mark is down into 16th, so did he pit? He has indeed, and put on another set of medium tyres. Womack 17th. Yeah, Womack 17th and Adagashi 18th. The Alpines are not having a good race at the moment. Karim Benzema has passed Hosman though coming out of the stadium, but we're jumping back to the top to see if Martin can continue with the lead of this race. 33% ERS. Morgan gaining. Martin just taking a slightly different line. Morgan's too far back even to try a late braking, and the Fox River is just watching events happen. And here is Karim Benzema. There we go.
Osman's just got his position back.
He has, and I think Fanning is keen to put a move on Karim Benzema, but I think Fanning's going to have to watch because he's got his sister Alpha Tauri Loppy right behind him. We've got a Ferrari and a Aston Martin? Nope. There's a Seb Mail, I think it is, stuck in Sector 1.
That'll be a Williams then.
Yeah, indeed it is. Karim Benzema and Hosman are still going at it, coming into the S's. Again, brave men who want to do that, but all they are doing right now is they are losing time and time and time that they don't have to the top three. Talking of the top three, gap now, they are there. I mean, we're looking back from the McLaren. Boom, there we go. Absolutely. There. Morgan takes a very different line coming out of the final corner to Martin. Whether that just gives Martin a bit more grip, not quite sure. I think Morgan's closer now. He's within striking distance, famous last words. But here he goes. Now he's gaining 191 miles an hour in the McLaren compared to... Oh, and Martin's going to go 2 for 2 again. They're going to have a little wheel bump, little love taps between the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren. And Martin still stays ahead. Morgan will get DRS. Is he going to try and send it up the inside as they come into 4 and 5? Martin looks to defend it. Morgan does. Is he going to outbrake himself? No, what's happening? And the Fox River goes through as well. Martin's trying to defend it. Rick. Oh, they nearly collided and Red Car's left the session. Why has Red Car left the session? He's still going. Some connectivity challenges there. Oh. I don't know.
Myself down there, Banshee.
I don't know if I can cope with tier 1. It's an hour already. We've still got 15 laps left. Martin is hounding down Morgan, but Morgan's already built up about a second. Is he going to be able to get DRS, or will he be vulnerable to the Fox River behind him? That's the question. Remember, though, the Fox River and Martin all on 15 lap mediums compared to Morgan on 9 lap old, now 10 lap old soft. So they all do need to come in again, but I think Martin is about to lose another position.
Yeah, he didn't get DRS.
He didn't, there we go.
DRS as well.
Yes. Oh, there we go. As Martin, he's dropped down into third. Karim Benzema and Hosman are still going at it. The battle that never ends.
The race long ding dong.
Is indeed Ryan's car has decided to pit.
You might not be happy about that when he makes it back.
No, why am I being called Spinhausen? I'm very much not liking this nickname that seems to be getting bandied about, especially by the man who is in a Mercedes right now. There we are. Just a quick question in honour of one of the finest South American racing drivers, Juan Pablo Montoya, the Colombian. Yes, Colombia are fond of white stuff. Oh, there we go. I may have to do this in a Mexico accent. I will. I'm going to do that in the next safety car, Rob, in a Mexican accent. Morgan's lost a bit of time now that the Fox River has passed. I wonder if those soft compound tyres are just starting to go off. But again, look at it. He literally went from 0.7 of a second in the stadium complex to 1.3 seconds. Still got good grip coming out of the stadium section. And here comes Martin and the Fox River, who are engaged in a little DRS battle.
Hosman's pitted.
He has indeed.
Trying to get the undercut.
Oh, is the Fox River going to keep... Oh, there he goes. Nicely done. Nicely done. And we've lost our interval timings. Doesn't matter. We can see it on screen. Rob is going to be responsible for a hate crime with my accents. That's all right. I remember the Scottish furlong accent that he tried in Russia. Tier 4.
That was pretty funny, to be fair.
It was, but the problem is I was listening to it live and I was laughing as I was driving. I'm going to say that contributed to part of my slight spin that I may have had on that race.
Is that your excuse, is it?
It's always going to be the excuse. For that, Hosman in 11th, so Hosman just pitted. Jacob has gone on to the mediums. Adagashi gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's have a look at penalties actually, just whilst we're chatting away. Penalties. There we go. 6 seconds for Dumbest Hornet. 6 seconds for Nico Lack. 5 seconds for Martin, Fanning, Sambal, and Seb Mayo. 3 seconds for Jacob, Ryan, Adagashi, Scott. Oh, Nico Lack gets another 3 seconds.
Lopez pitted.
As indeed
I'm starting to wonder how much Stu's tyres are screaming at him right now.
Well, this is the thing. Let's just jump on board with him, right? Because I want to kind of see. I mean, is he? And this is the genuine thing. He is obviously looking like he's going to go and try and go to the end on another set of soft tyres. So if he waits another lap, maybe 2 laps, he's going to do the same strategy as Martin and Fox behind him. Oh no, wait a minute. No, he's got to go onto the mediums. He's changed soft, so he can go onto the softs. He's got to go mediums. It's an interesting strategy that's coming out there.
Definitely an interesting one, that.
I'm not allowed to have the sound on YouTube on Wednesday. Race, if I'm in the room with Mark, so he can concentrate and not laugh. I've got many little Brucey bonuses coming for Saturday. Wednesday even. And Saturday. And Stugbitsy has decided to get rid of those tyres, and Martin and the Fox River also pit. So here we go, folks. It is all starting to now come together. Let's see what happens. Morgan will go on to the mediums, as he does. Fox River is going to go on to the softs. Martin is going on to the soft compound tyres. Fanning is in the Red Bull, going on to the soft compound tyres as well. Remember, Martin will have served that 5-second penalty as well, so that will put him slightly behind. Here comes Morgan, the Fox River. Scott is in front of him on the mediums. He will have to pit again, as will Dumbest Hornet, as will Karim Benzema. So at the moment, Morgan is net race leader, but he has a hungry Hippo Fox, who is fond of the after eights, behind him. Hoseman also there, and he's managed to jump Martin. It's the strategy calls that are really, this is going to be the interesting part, is how the strategies come in. Loppy and Jacob. Jacob's gone up the inside of Loppy there, trying to help the McLaren cause. There is a Haas that's behind him in the form of Bergen. He's going to try and get involved. Doesn't quite. There we go. See what they can do. Jacob gets another 3 second time penalty. Apparently our infamous serial fanatic, Kellogg, is here. He has announced himself that he is here. I am expecting, as we get Karim Benzema and Dumbest Hornet pitting, which will allow Scott to take the lead with Morgan behind. But Morgan's got the Fox River all over the back of him. Fox River's about to go up the inside, going down into turn 1, and does indeed take it. So the Fox River on soft compound tyres, Morgan on the mediums, and the Fox River, could he make a winning return to Tier 2? Kellogg is the reason I have expected him to be here this evening, folks, is, and he will be utterly disappointed at this as we watch an AlphaTauri attack a Ferrari, but here we go, let's just see, does he, yes, he's going to do it. Oh, a little bit of contact there. I don't think Scott was expecting him to make a move up there. But that has certainly allowed the Fox River past him, and Scott now is in front of Morgan. Morgan will be looking to get past him ASAP so he can begin to hunt down the Fox River Alpha Tauri. But I expect Kitlogs, you to be shocked and horrified at this. Tommy Backman says Karim Benzema is going to win this race. Yeah, he could. Very good shout there. The 2 Alfa Romeos going for it. I think Morgan is about to lose another place. Let's see. There we go. Both got DRS, but look at the amount of speed that Karim Benzema is carrying. Superb. There, Morgan maybe trying to look back up the inside, but maybe more looking at tyre preservation for Morgan. But yes, Kellogg, following the seizure of some of its cereals in Mexico over alleged contravention of the country's marketing laws, Kellogg's told bakeryandsnacks.com is still committed to wholesome, affordable food for Mexican consumers, no matter what age. There you go, Kellogg's. Go to your favourite website, bakeryandsnacks.com, for all your cereal needs.
Scratch is hounding down Fox.
He is. He is indeed. I just wonder though, and again I come back to this, are they just taking it out of their tyres too early?
Possibly. I mean, Fox shot off like he'd just broken out of prison.
Oh, completely. Maybe he has.
Well,
Maybe.
That's where his name comes from, prison break.
Well, there we go. He likes his after eights. Karim Benzema, Stu. What's this metaphor? How poets say hello? Hey, oh God. These jokes get worse. Worse and worse. But anyway, we don't need jokes at the moment. We may do if there's a safety car, but here we go. Karim Benzema chasing down the Fox River 8, 1.2 seconds behind at the moment. 1.4 now. Martin is got rid of his 5 seconds penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which he'll be kicking himself for. Do you have a yellow?
Oh, good chance of getting up there again.
Oh, Womax has lost it, and he's lost his front wing on the main straight. So definitely something has happened there. That's a very peculiar place to lose your front wing. Here is the Fox River in a rather dirty Alpha Tauri. Do like how the cars get quite dirty. Here's Karim Benzema, 1.1 seconds just behind him. Stub a further 2.7 behind, still in the hunt for a podium. Top 5, no penalties at the moment. Bergensley first with penalties, followed by Lockie.
I wonder if Martin can make any headway on Hosman.
Yeah, and this is the kind of... Oh, our favourite sausage fan has arrived in the chat on YouTube. Alex from Qatar. Loves a sausage. I saw in the supermarket actually just recently, whilst we're in a kind of stable place, mini Brockfurst, right? And then...
Martin's just got him.
Oh, he has indeed. He's beat Hosman. We didn't see that. Oh, Nicolak's retired from the session, and that's in the pit lane, I believe. Don't think it's on track. Certainly looks like it's pit lane. But Hosman will be hunting down. Martin is all over the back of Morgan now. Let's jump on board with the championship leader. But yeah, there was big Brock first, and I thought of Alex when I seen it. Let's see what Martin can do. Again, look at that though. Morgan 4.5 seconds now behind Karim Benzema, and that just shows you how sort of delicate that battle is at the moment. We've got a very slow... Oh, and here comes Martin round the outside as they come into the stadium section. That's going to compromise him because that's going to let Hosman back. They're going to battle up the inside. And Martin will retake that position. But Martin's now got a penalty. 3 seconds. So we'll need to keep an eye on that. Does he get DRS? Does he? Yes, he does. There we go. Tommy Backman. I just want to call him Tommy Mackinnon after the rally driver. Karim Benzema gets a 3 seconds penalty. So, Tommy Backman, your prediction, my friend, has potentially just taken a hit. Yeah, Tommy Mackinnon, Mitsubishi driver. Martin's going to go round the outside. Morgan's going to make him work for it. And there he's going to enter the braking zone. It is possible to go round the outside. There is the McLaren. Morgan takes a slightly wider line there. And Bergen and Hosman are at it together as well. There, Martin back into the podium spots. And he now has got to hunt for 6 seconds to get up on the back of Karim Benzema.
Yeah, I want Tommy Mackinnon finish or something.
He was, yes. He was.
To Colin McRae.
He was, and was he a double world champion in WRC? Can't quite remember. No doubt. Someone
definitely won it at some point.
Yeah, he did indeed. Rallied at the same time as Carlos Sainz Sr. Bergen closed that 3 second gap, says the man of the cereals. He did indeed. Let's just see what the Fox River can do. He's still there. He's still there.
See what Bergen can do. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a yellow. We've got one of the Aston Martins. One of the Aston, and maybe this is Ryan and the connection issues. Absolutely. There we go. Karim Benzema's gone round past Fox River. Fox River had a moment coming out of turn 2, 3 there. And that has allowed Karim Benzema to get in front. That is not what the Fox River needed, because even with 3 seconds, the Fox cannot afford for Karim to escape.
Yeah, and he's pulled it to nearly a second already.
He has. The Fox needs to be there. I'll tell you what, Bergen's already passed Stub. Morgan is unfortunately that. And do you know what? I thought it was such a bold strategy call. It just hasn't worked out at this point in the race. The medium tyres on a low fuel car is just not working out for him. But we shall see what happens. Still a long way to go. 5 laps.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do a 2-stop, you need to save a set of softs for the end.
Yes, definitely.
Not do the soft, medium. You want to be soft, medium, soft.
Yep, exactly. Let's see.
Oh, medium, soft.
Oh, exactly, yep. That's it.
I think Dummy Sonic might be putting a move on Bozeman here.
He will indeed, because there we go.
Oh, he's going to have to really break away or we'll lose it again with penalties.
Yeah, this is the problem. Husman's there. He's going to benefit slightly. Martin's Ukraine-themed helmet that we can see there. Looks lovely. Does indeed. Although he is, I mean, he's gained about a second on... I'll tell you what, the Fox River is really struggling. Just as he comes out of some of the slower... he's run really wide there. He's going to lose time there, but he's really beginning to struggle. I wonder now if he has just pushed too far on those soft compound tyres and he's now starting to suffer.
But Scratch was pushing just as much, so you would think he'd be doing the same.
Yep. I mean, any time that kind of the Fox made a slight error that you would think that it would allow Karim to pull away, he doesn't. So I just wonder whether they are both kind of suffering from the same trials and tribulations. Can Bergen get a podium on his Tier 2 debut? At the moment, he's only about a second behind Martin, the man who is in Tier 3 at the moment. He's got a quick car though. So I mean, he really is gaining by about half a second there. What the Fox has to do, the Fox just needs to stay within 3 seconds. Now that's a hard thing to do sometimes when you're really pushing it and you're aware you need to stay within 3 seconds. It is a hard thing to do.
He's stabilised the gap quite well at 2 seconds though.
He has.
If you keep that going, it should be alright.
Yeah, and to be fair, Hosman and the Fox are the only two that have no penalties. And that is impressive. So, we shall see what he can do. Lap 33 out of 36, sorry Mark.
I'm just watching Bergen, see if he can make any move on Martin.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that one. Just keep an eye. 2.6 now. The Fox River is behind Karim Benzema, and they're both really low on ERS, single digits. Martin 22%, being that kind of 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane penalty has really cost him. Bergen 1.2 further behind. Morgan 2 seconds further behind to him. Dumbest Hornet 1.2. We've got 9 seconds of penalties. Fanning there, 3 seconds of penalties. Hosman would jump up 2 places by the looks of things, so that would promote him to 6th at the moment.
Pace to stay clean.
It does, as you found out in the quota.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting a good result there, but because I managed to stay clean, it worked.
Sambal's retired in the S's. Do we have a full safety car? That's the question. It's probably not going to happen because we're too close to the end of the Grand Prix, folks. No, we don't. No safety car unless... No, it's not going to... Yep, it's not going to happen. And I'll tell you one thing. Karim Benzema, 3.069 ahead now. Oh, this is getting it. Oh, the Fox River's on him really well. He's retired. He's gone into the barrier. No. Oh, what an absolute disaster for the Fox River, eh? Oh, just as we thought a safety car might be the one to deliver, the Fox has been caught in the trap, and it was his rear end. I've been worried about it for a few laps now because he's been getting leery coming out of corners, and it was as he got on the power coming out of turn 3, it's the final 16 and 17, he went. Bergen now up to third. Hornet has passed Stu. Morgan will inherit that position back in theory, come the end if nothing else happens. Wow.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
Yeah. We've had a few moments where we wouldn't have expected them in this race. Folks, it always says do not tune out until the end results are there, because anything can happen in the final countdown.
He's bleeding time at the moment.
He is struggling. I mean, he's 11 laps on those mediums. It's not fundamentally that old tyres, especially when you look at kind of what Martin and Fox River were doing before. I'll tell you one thing, Mark is in 11th. I think we're about to see Hosmig be passed by Loppy, but Mark in 11th is, he's 3 seconds now. He's about 3 seconds, he could get a point. Is Loppy going to get a point? He's certainly on for 4 or 5 at the moment as he goes up the inside. Final lap. Bergen is there, just 1.1 behind Martin.
Yeah, he seems to be bleeding a bit of time. I don't think he's going to catch him now.
Nope, indeed. Here we go. Karim Benzema coming into the stadium section for the last time at 2021 on the 14th of March. Thomas Hornick gets another 3 seconds. But here we go. The man who in this race has come up 18 positions is going to come across the line and win in Mexico, and he basically comes to a stop. Is Bergen going to do enough? No, he doesn't get second because Martin takes second, Bergen takes third, Dumbest Hornet will take fourth, but not for long because of penalties. Morgan takes a well-deserved fourth, unlucky for him. Fanning now fifth, Dumbest Hornet sixth, Loppy is going to come through in seventh, Hosman will inherit sixth after being penalty-free, Jacob ninth, Scott is coming home in 10th. Can Mark take the final point scoring position? He does! Just by 1/10 of a second. Seb Mail, here he comes in the Williams. Not the greatest result for Williams. Frank, enjoy your sleep in Sri Lanka. 2 a.m. there. We have given you a bedtime story to dream of. Here is Ryan, if it is Ryan, or the AI, Adigashi and Wumax. It's been a horrible race for Alpine. 14th and 15th with the Fox, Sambal, Nikolak, Electric Envy and Central Flyway all not finishing. Remember folks, the results are provisional until the stewards' inquiries are reviewed, so do stay tuned to the Discord for it. But what a race, Mark. We had 2 safety cars within the first 15 laps or so, and it certainly set the tone, but we've seen how a mixture of strategy will really throw the cat amongst the Chihuahuas.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There we go.
For the other tiers now.
Oh, this is it. And just to bring Rob's little thing that you put on in YouTube chat, if I do my Mexico, welcome to Mexico. I have one question for Juan, just a hypothetical one. Juan is the Wonder Kid, the rising number one. One wonders why Juan should only win one in 1 year. I sound more Japanese. Would Juan want to have won that one in round one? Juan. Oh, I've just insulted the Japanese and the Mexicans in one. Karim Benzema, though, doesn't insult anybody because the Canadian, the man who's coming to Europe wins here in Mexico. Martin second, Bergen third on his debut in Tier 2 in a Haas. Morgan finishes fourth from second on the grid. Fanning fifth, Hoseman sixth, Thomas Hornet seventh, Loppy eighth, Fire, Rooster, Jacob ninth. Mark brings home Mercedes' only point from this race. Scott in 11th, unfortunate to miss out because of penalties. Seb Mail, then Ryan. Then we got Adagashi, then we have Womax, and then the Fox River with 3 laps to go. Unfortunate. Sambal, Nikolak, Electric Envy, Central Flyaway did not finish. Well, Tier 2 doesn't fail to deliver, and in 21 minutes you get the benefits of Tier 1 with myself and Mark H, as opposed to Mark D. And you will be getting yourself ready for Tier 3, but obviously tuning into the legends that are Tier 1.
Of course.
And listening to more random YouTube chat. And just for those who were interested, the Killie Pie that it is, the somewhat unusual in being a steak pie and not a Scotch pie, the type of pie normally associated with football in Scotland. And it won the award for the best pie in football for 2 years running and is a fan favourite. Brownings, the bakers of Kilmarnock, go and visit their pie shops if you want. That is because everyone was asking for it. No one was asking for it. But there we have it, folks. Tier 2, as always, delivers drama, excitement. Tier 1 will no doubt deliver the same, with me and Mark H coming up shortly. Mr. Lion King, Simba the Man, the big cat, other than the Jaguars in Mexico, thank you very much for this evening. And everyone watching, thank you for inputs, chat, and watching us. Do join us again in 20 minutes for Tier 1. But from Mark and myself, have a good evening.